All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin. All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for another live stream. You know it. We love to discuss everything that's happening with Chelsea Football Club. This is the best time during the day when we get to talk about our favorite club and what's going on. And a lot of you guys come in with large numbers and we get to interact. We get to be well informed and hopefully a better understanding as to what is going on. And look, the mood is always going to be good when you have a victory. We've won that match against Crystal Palace. You know what the crazy part is? Few people are trying to downplay that, saying, look, the performance wasn't great, this, that, the other. I mean, in all honesty, we probably should have scored more. Kai Havertz probably should have got a hat-trick. There were probably a couple of other chances as well that we should have lashed onto. Of course, Kepa kept us in the game. But I sometimes feel, we can overanalyze a lot of things. Let's just appreciate the win, which we've not won. We've not had a victory for a very, very... Well, you can say we won against Bournemouth not that long ago. But in terms of the record that's been going on in recent times, prior to the Palace win, it was, I think, 1 in 9 in the Premier League. And now it's 2 in 10 in the Premier League. But hopefully, this is something that we can build on. We've got to build momentum. We have to build momentum. And we can either, sit around and be negative all day long, or check the situation that, okay, got a victory against Palace, which was needed. I think if it was a loss, it would have been very, very detrimental. For my sake, I think. I can understand for some of you guys, you would have absolutely lost the plot. I think I might have lost the plot as well. But we got the victory. And now Mudryk potentially, I'm hoping, gets unleashed versus Liverpool. And Liverpool's in the mud. Much like us, I suppose, we're struggling. The thing, as I've always said, the difference between us and Liverpool is we've accepted our, decline in recent times. We've accepted that we're gonna, we're in a rebuild. Whereas Liverpool, I think they're just in denial. They're vulnerable. We know we're vulnerable, but they don't know that they're vulnerable. They're not really admitting it. They're vulnerable. We should go out there and really put a dagger in their backside and take care of it. Shubra is saying, I have a question for you, Miz. Off topic, though. Go for it, man. Go for it. What is the question? Let me know. Good to see more than 120 people live already after 3 minutes. Smash the like button. Number one, want to see a whole heap of likes in this particular stream. This was the last stream while I'm away on a getaway with my family. It's been fantastic getaway. It's been so relaxing throughout the day. We've done so much, and I'll see if I can put out a video to showcase, some, I suppose, an off-topic, situation from football. Every now and then I do that with my channel. I don't know, maybe in the future. Let me know in the live chat. Would you guys ever in the future appreciate a second channel where you just get to see my life, I suppose, what I do outside of football, whenever I go away on holidays, whenever I do anything different, exciting. Let me know if you guys will ever be up for a channel like that where you get to see truly the other side of the coin. So I might put up something like that. If I don't do it on this channel, I definitely might do it on Instagram. So do look out for that. But yeah, a lot of people are talking about Enzo. Enzo, what's going on? Some people are saying Enzo, that would be cool. Timby saying that would be cool. Shuba saying yes, Ms. Vlog, brilliant. Shuba, let me know what question that you wanted to ask. Okay, here we go. If we replace Mount and Gallagher with Felix and Zakarian for the next season. So if we replace Mount and Gallagher with Felix and Zakarian for next season, with Chuku staying for sure, will you be okay with it? To be honest, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind one bit. I wouldn't mind one bit, if I'm being absolutely honest, man. I need Mason Mount to really assess himself. I need the manager to help him out as well, if I'm being absolutely honest. But yeah, things at the moment. Gallagher, look, I appreciate his performance yesterday, but I still don't think he's a Chelsea level player. Uzair, Miz, did you see Bowley in a Twitter space? Do you know what? It's gone all around Twitter. Everyone's got the the clip, and it's gone everywhere. Can someone let me know what was he doing in that space there? I mean, firstly, I love the fact that our owner is in social media, so you know very well, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you put out on social media, whether it bangs, whether it doesn't bang, Todd Bowley seems like he's living amongst us in Twitter. So if you've got an opinion, if you want to, put something out there, um, just have your say, and you never know if it ever bangs, if it gets retweeted, and you best believe people like Todd Bowley, they're looking, and I know for a fact because Graham Potter is saying these sort of stuff. He's like, he's not. It's not like he's not aware of what's going on social media. So Graham Potter is also is in social media. Shubra is saying as soon as someone's mentioned Rice, he dropped out. I mean, really, is that what happened? As soon as someone said Rice and he dropped out, and someone also said as the conversation then finished about Rice, he came back in. Yeah, I find that I find that quite funny. Mount can be bench player, can come off the bench with that energy of his. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I've always said it. Back in the days when we used to have Frank Lampard, Essien, Ballack, Ramirez, and all of those kind of midfielders, Mount would not start during those times. Mount would have been a bench player coming off the bench and trying to make some impact. So that was the level. That was the level back then. Do you know what I mean? So we shouldn't drop down from that level. Royston, Miz, I think it's probably his assistant or something. Probably not him, but they are taking notes for him. Interesting. Very, very interesting that that's the case with Todd Bowley. Being in Con's space, which was quite amazing. Yes, Miz, 100% happened. I was there in the space. Wow. Can someone let me know what was the conversation in the space? Someone please let me know what the conversation was. He never came back, and the Rice thing was a joke because they were blaming the guy talking for him leaving, but I think he just left. Yeah, I think he would have just left. I find it hard to believe that as soon as the Rice conversation happened that he purposely left. Andrew saying we should stop this unleashing debuts, allow him to come in second half. Why, Andrew? Why? Tell me why. Why should we? Ja Felix came in and he started. These guys are good players. They've been training. Mudryk has been training. I don't know whether Ukrainian league was on a bit of a break, much like the Bundesliga, Bundesliga. But I see no reason. He's young. He's ready to go. Unleash him. Unleash him. Show Liverpool that we are not here to mess about. This is not some sort of a trophy signing that, we're going to ease him in. No, he's come in and he's about to annihilate you. You're in trouble, Liverpool, and we want to make sure we can contribute to those troubles. I don't want him to come off the bench in the second half. No need. Let's go for the throat. Let's go for the juggernaut from the beginning. He's got a few days to train with the club. I think today they have a day off, which is fine. I think they come into training tomorrow. Get stuck in, Mudryk. Get stuck in. 7.5 years deal, 1 year option. You've twerked for Arsenal Football Club all this time. Use that energy now and really start performing for Chelsea Football Club. You can make yourself a big name here. You've got the qualities. I like this player a lot. This is what I'm saying. Chelsea need to build momentum. Let's not break the momentum. Let's really not break the momentum. Got a victory against Crystal Palace. Hard-fought victory. No problems. Players are buzzing. Mudryk's in the house. Fans are slowly, they're seeing maybe some sort of light. The owner is trying to do their level best to make this football club great again. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Don't want Liverpool to breathe. Don't want them to get into the match, start the match with electric fire. I want them to be scared. I want them to see our lineup and go, whoa, Mikhailo Mudryk. All right, something to think about. I don't want them to have this feeling, okay, they're cruising, they take the ascendancy in the first half and then maybe they get a goal and then we try and bring on Mikhailo Mudryk to rectify the situation. No, let's put Mudryk from the beginning. Let's go for it. Mata Miz, you're missing Mata, 25 goals and 35 assists in 2013 season, and Jose sold him to United because it wasn't good enough for Jose. How much have our level of expectation dropped? Yeah, look, I mean, Mata was a sensational player, man. He was a sensational player for Chelsea Football Club. Obviously, I didn't like when Jose did that. The fact that he's let him go to Man United after and then Jose went to Man United and he had Mata there. So look, I don't want to blame anyone. At the end of the day, Jose has done a lot for Chelsea Football Club, but Mata was just so special. You're right. We don't have a Mata at the moment. Arsenal has a Mata, which is Odegaard. So yeah, I think Zakarian could be that player for the time being. I think hopefully João Felix can be that. From the little bits that we saw for João Felix against Fulham, he was already sensational. So Zakarian is someone who could potentially be that level of a player for us. Karen, hopefully we get Zakaria, and Zakaria wants us. I hope it's not one of those situations where the player wants us so badly, like the Mudryk situation with Arsenal, and then Zakarian ends up going somewhere else. I hope that's not going to be the case. I think we have the financial firepower, and yeah, I think Arsenal, one of the biggest things that they kind of stuffed up was they were looking to pay Mudryk 37,000 per week, which is quite ridiculously low. I know that was a lot more than what he got paid in Ukraine, but we're paying about 120k plus bonuses and so on and so forth, and that definitely contributed, like 37 to 120k. That's what, four times the amount. So it wasn't very difficult. He has a week to gel with his teammates. I would drop Mount and bring him in on the left. Please drop Georgie for this game. Cover Chukwuemeka and Ruben maybe in the mids. Yeah, I don't mind dropping Georgie. I know stats are showing that Georgie had a really good game, but I think eyesight, eye test will also tell you there were times where Jorginho was just getting easily bypassed. And against Liverpool, I don't want any of that kind of shenanigans, to be honest. Happy to have Kovacic. Zakaria, ladies and gentlemen, is out for 4 weeks, so no Zakaria. Another injury issue for us. We need a midfielder. There's some conversations with Caicedo, some serious conversations apparently that we might be going for Caicedo, which is going to be great to have, no doubts about that. But it's going to be another one of those situations where it's going to be quite a lot of money, but maybe much like what our owners have been doing and our board has been doing is longer terms and better payment structures, not having to pay the whole of 75 million upfront, but instead with installments. So hopefully, and I think we've got a good relationship with Brighton, so maybe something can be done. Watch this space, but we'll do a whole Chelsea transfer news segment later on tonight, where I'll cover all of that. Balak CFC, always good to see you, my man. Considering it's at Anfield, a solid performance and not losing would be a realistic aim. A win would be huge. Now, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to be going for as well, as long as we don't lose. Got a victory against Palace. Let's now not lose against Liverpool. Let's at least, at a bare minimum, a draw. But if we can get a win, which I truly think we can, I truly think we can get a victory against Liverpool, because they're in the mud, man. Do you know what I mean? CFC Balak, they're actually in the mud. Yes, we're struggling as well, but I think they are not aware. This is the thing. You know how sometimes when people say the first thing about a particular issue is you got to admit the issue. You have to admit that there is an issue. They're not admitting that they have an issue, a big issue in their team. I said it as soon as Sadio Mane was sold in the summer. I said, I've never seen Klopp refurbish a team before. He's had a golden generation, and that golden generation is probably now, it's a bit sour in their mouth. Some of them need a new challenge. That's why you need to keep refreshing. That's why Pep has been so successful at Man City, because he's constantly refreshing. With Klopp, he's had a set of group, and now the use-by date is gone, right? And I said, when Sadio Mane goes, I want to see exactly what Klopp does, because just because you bring in Luis Diaz, just because you bring in Darwin Nunez, all of a sudden all the goals that they used to get from Sadio Mane and in combination with Salah, that it's all going to materialize again. I said that if that ever happens, then Klopp is going to have to go down as one of the best in world football. But there you go. It's not happened. It's not happened. So now is the time. This team is declining. They have problems in defense. They've got problems in midfield. And they can manage to get goals, but they do have problems up front as well. Salah is not as prolific as he used to be. Darwin Nunez is not as clinical as he used to be. So time for us to really try and get them. Because apparently we will sign Caicedo before the Liverpool game. That would be unbelievable. That would literally be unbelievable if we can do that. If we can get Caicedo before the Liverpool game. Oh, man. This is the thing. The new owners, they take you on a roller coaster, man. They really do take you on a roller coaster. A couple of days ago, I was so annoyed with them. And now, if they do all of this, I'll be buzzing. But Mrs. Mudryk even match fit? Shakhtar's last match was November 23rd. Well, get yourself match fit, man. Get yourself match fit. He's young. I'm pretty sure they would have played some friendlies. Please, can someone check up on me? I'm pretty certain Shakhtar would have played some friendlies at least to make sure that their fitness level is up. I would like to see him start. Really would like to see him start. I think he's a youngster. He should be buzzing to start. Eden Osman, big up, brother. Smash the like button, guys. Absolutely smash it. Smash the likes, please. We got over 327 live after 16 minutes. Let's get those likes up. Top Dog Grig. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. And is with Mudryk now in and Kuka joining in the summer and Felix move hopefully being made permanent, do you see a future at the club for Mount and Havertz? Personally think we need to cash in. Look, Havertz, I'm really doubtful. I know he scored the goal yesterday, should have scored a hat-trick. He's not a striker. I've always said he's someone who's a second striker to me. But then Ryan made a very good comment yesterday, if you guys have missed out in the review. As a striker, Havertz actually makes good runs. It's just he doesn't finish things off. He's not a clinical player. And as a second striker, we think he should be good in pockets of spaces, in tight situations, but he's not. His control lets him down. So it's strange. It's a strange one. I think Havertz probably does need to go back, man, to Bundesliga. I think that's where he shines. That's where he needs to go back. If Bayern Munich's interested of buying him in the summer, let's get rid of him. And Mount as well. I'm just thinking, when Sterling's back, João Felix is back, you got Mudryk, you got João Felix, you got Sterling. Up front, you're probably still going to continue on with Havertz or maybe Aubameyang. Where does Mount play? Does he become a double pivot player? Does he play, Zakaria's not there anymore, so you do need to have Jorginho along with someone. Where does Mount play? So down the track, I'm a little bit worried. He may have to be a bench player, or the contract situation with Mason Mount. He's not signed a contract extension. So watch this space. Tim B, thank you so much for the super chat. So proud of the fight and effort. They dug deep. We created a lot of chances, and I can see what Potter is building. Mudryk sign. I'm buzzing. This is why I said build on the momentum. Chelsea Football Club. Time to build on the momentum. I liked the way we played against Palace. Yes, some may say, but we still got threatened by Crystal Palace. Of course we did. And Kepa got us out of it. And this is where we do need to get better. I never expected all of a sudden us to play like prime Chelsea days the way we used to play. No. But it was good to see that we created some chances. And Ziyech, we need to talk a little bit about Ziyech, ladies and gentlemen. We 100% need to talk a little bit about Ziyech. I feel like he has to start against Liverpool. It'll be sad if he doesn't start. Yep, Ms. Liverpool FC are so finished, but Anfield factor isn't fair at all. For F's sake, they always get results. They even beat Man City this season at Anfield. I definitely hear you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, build on the momentum, unleash Mr. Mudryk, and I think Ziyech as well, man. Ziyech, there's a conversation to be had, man. I mean, there's still people in social media that are saying, look, he needs to move on. And maybe he does if he doesn't get regular minutes. But in this January window, I think Graham Potter made a made a statement a few days ago or just before the game that he doesn't expect anyone leaving right now with all the injuries that's gone around. He doesn't expect anyone to leave. I would like to see Ziyech play more through the middle. Mudryk on the left, João Felix on the right, up front, whoever you want to put, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Aubameyang, I don't care, and then Ziyech through the middle. You can have Sterling come off. You can have Sterling in a rotation basis. No problems. We've got, Champions League matches coming up. Every player can stay fresh, and I wouldn't mind seeing Sterling through the middle. I'm sorry, Ziyech through the middle. I know sometimes you can have João Felix through the middle and you can have Sterling on the right side, but Ziyech, you saw the quality with his crosses yesterday, man. You really saw the quality in his crosses. It was sensational to see. I'd be somewhat annoyed if he doesn't get an opportunity against Liverpool. I think his quality, his level of crossing. You saw sometimes yesterday there was probably one good cross from Mason Mount, but besides that, you saw the low percentage crossing from Mason Mount yesterday. Whereas Ziyech, he was consistently coming out with some really, really top crosses. Should have had 2 assists. Should have. And I think, do you know what? It was good to see Kai Havertz. There's some quotes going around. Kai Havertz actually acknowledged that. He said Ziyech was wonderful. And he said, I should have latched on to another one of his crosses and should have scored. So it was good to see that Kai Havertz gave him some praise as well. Miz, talk about Badiashile. He was excellent against Palace. He was sensational. I am not even going to lie. He definitely was sensational. He definitely starts. And now we're going to talk about Levi Colwill, because this is interesting topic. The whole Badiashile, Levi Colwill, Koulibaly. First of all, kudos to Badiashile. Kudos. Look, when Badiashile transfer happened, I wasn't upset with the player. I was more upset about the situation that, 1, we were losing. 2, we needed a right back. We needed a midfielder. We probably needed an attacker. And I'm thinking, why another defender? Like, there's so many other areas that we need to sort out. Why another defender? But I guess against Palace, we got to see how balanced he looked. And I know this is just one match, and people will tell you. It's pronounced Badiashile. Badiashile, is that how it's pronounced? Badiashile. Can someone tell me, is it Badiashile, Badiashile? So many people telling me different stuff. Can someone please tell me how this is pronounced? Please tell me how this is pronounced. Is it Badiashile, Badiashile, Badiashile? What is going on? What is going on? Someone tell me. Someone said the bad man. The bad man. Second, Badiashile. Someone saying Badiashile. Oh man, this is hard to pronounce, man. What is this? Badiashile? Badiashile? That is difficult to pronounce. Badiashile. Call him the bad man. Told you, Miz, we are getting Badiashile as Colwell's backup. Badiashile Chile. Badiashile. What? No way. It's French, so it's Badiashile. Okay, I'm going to go with Badiashile. Can we agree with Badiashile? Galaxy FC saying Badiashile. It's Chile. Oh, man. Oh, this is tough. Okay, Badiashile. I'm sticking with Badiashile. You can get upset. You can get annoyed. I'm not some sort of a pronunciation master unless I get Benoit Badiashile coming out and exactly saying how it's meant to be pronounced. For now, I'm going with Badiashile. Badiashile it is. So, first of all, when that transfer happened, I was just annoyed that why another defender? We've got Koulibaly who can play as a LCB, and obviously Levi Colwill. So that's why I was a little bit annoyed. What's going on? Of course, off the back of that performance, and I know this is the first performance, and people will tell you in Monaco he's had topsy turvy situations as well. But what I liked about him is he's got size, man. He's got size. He's got a big frame. He's very good on the ball. He's aggressive as a defender. He didn't look nervous for his debut. Um, I like that attitude. I really do. I would love to see him start against Liverpool. And in regards to this situation as well, Levi Colwill is absolutely killing it. He is absolutely killing it in Brighton. Roberto De Zerbi loves this player. Roberto De Zerbi loves Levi Colwill. Levi Colwill is not a starter. He's now a starter. He's an out-and-out starter for Brighton Football Club. And Brighton are doing amazingly now. They're doing amazing this season. I think Roberto De Zerbi has taken them to a different level on top of what Graham Potter already had. Have a look at Levi Colwill's clips against Liverpool. It was so mature. It was so astute. It was so commanding. The way he just took care of Mohamed Salah like it didn't even matter. And the way he was passing, it was all progressive passes. It was all forward passes. It was all line. He put Mitoma through. He put a key pass for Mitoma all the way from deep. This guy's vision is probably better than Kai Havertz and Mason Mount. Badiashile's vision from deep is probably better than some of our attacking players, most specifically Mount and Havertz. I think for me, Levi Colwill is going to be the future. He's going to be the future. And that now takes me to the conversation of Koulibaly. Koulibaly is probably in trouble of his position, but we're going to get to that. Miz, at what age did you get married? 27. My man, well, my woman, maybe? Is that man or woman? I'm not really sure. Sam. Maybe that's a woman for sure with the profile picture. But then again, these days, anyone can have any types of profile pictures. But yeah, with Koulibaly, I'm very concerned. I'm concerned about his situation because the rise of Levi Colwill and the fact that Levi Colwill was at Stamford Bridge getting introduced to Mudryk, mingling with Mudryk. It was very good to see all of these players, watching Chelsea in their, private sort of area with Toboli and Igbali. You best believe Levi Colwill is going to be he will be part of the Chelsea setup next season. And don't forget, Graham Potter took Levi Colwill on a loan. So he's going to come back. So Levi Colwill potentially will probably be either starting or he will be in the setup. He will definitely be in the setup of Chelsea Football Club. Now Badiashile is coming. He's already starting and had a very good match against Crystal Palace. So I'll be very surprised if he gets dropped from here. Deserves a start against Liverpool. Koulibaly, if this continues, it's long. But the issue with Koulibaly is that signed a 4-year contract, I believe, 4-year contract on a very, very high wage. So once again, I think, look, last summer was chaotic. The owners just came in. It was chaos. They made errors, but hopefully now they're trying to slowly rectify the situation. And I'm all okay. I'm absolutely all okay. If we, in early stages, quickly recognize that this is not a player that we want to hold, let's move him on. Let's not keep him around eating up the wage bill. If we can find a suitor for him, let's move him on. How much was Koulibaly? I think he wasn't that expensive either, right? I'm pretty sure Koulibaly wasn't that expensive. My only issue is, will Koulibaly actually move knowing the level of wages that he's getting? So that's the issue. Because he's probably not going to get this level of wages from anywhere else. Balak CFC saying Benoit and Levi competition for LCB spot. Trevor and Fofana when Silva leaves, competing for the RCB spot. That's 4 quality, young and hungry players right there. 100% agreed. There you go. 40 million. So in terms of the price, 34 million. We didn't spend too much on Koulibaly, but I think the wages is quite high. whether some of these Italian clubs will take him back for that wages, I don't think so. I really don't think any of these Italian clubs will take him back in for that level of wages. Ladies and gentlemen, over 400 and nearly 450 people live right now. Smash the like button. Get those likes up to 200. It would be amazing to see 200 likes during the live stream. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe. Okay, let's see some of your comments now in regards to Levi. Let me know. Would you like to see Levi Colwill be part of the Chelsea setup and not just the setup as a starter? Some of you guys, it's time to respect him. It really is time to respect him. He should not be looked at as, oh, he's a Chelsea academy player. No, he's an out-and-out Premier League player. Okay? We need to stop looking at Levi Colwill as, oh, he's the, academy love affair starting. No. He is an out-and-out Premier League player. Levi Colwill is a Premier League player now. None of this looking at him as an academy graduate. No. So let me know. Would you like to see him in the startup next season? I certainly would. And people need to start respecting him. There's few people I know in the live chat that as soon as they hear Levi Colwill's name, they're like, "Oh, Levi Colwill, no, what experience? We're trying to compare him with this, that, the other. He is going to be. I even tweeted out. I think he will be our 120 million defender one day. He will be. I think Levi Colwill one day for Chelsea Football Club will be a 120 million defender. He really will be. Miz, I was saying Tuchel was a madman for trying to sell him for Kimpembe and Eke. Okay, this guy is a superstar, 100%. Look, I mean, I don't want to bash Tuchel, man. Tuchel was a good manager, man. I don't fair enough what you're saying, Ben Stokes. Yeah, all right. Maybe he was trying to sell, but I don't want to bash a manager that has done really, really well for us. So that's a little bit about that. Someone said something about Vlahovic. Vlahovic, interesting. It is, but once again, I don't want to influx the attacking area. We've got David Dutra Fofana. We've got Aubameyang. We're trying out Havertz. What is the plan? Because soon, look, right now, I think we really should focus on a midfielder and a right back. Really should be focusing on that. I understand we could potentially get Vlahovic for cheap because Juventus are in the mud as well financially. They're going to be investigated. They could be in big trouble, and we could potentially get him for free. For cheap. But I don't know. This one, yeah. Thuram. Do you know what? I would actually probably prefer Thuram. I really would. I think his characteristic would suit the Premier League a lot more. Pace, power. So I understand the Vlahovic thing. He could potentially do well, but I think I'm going for Thuram. And Thuram is still in the cards. If Caicedo joins Chelsea, which two midfielders do you see leave in the summer? Jorginho for sure. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. It could even be potentially be Kovacic. You never know. Haller. What about him, man? We're not linked with him, to be honest. And look, he's come to the Premier League once as a West Ham player. Didn't work out. Maybe his level is in the Bundesliga. He did well in Ajax. For some players, that's the level, and let's keep him at that level. Premier League is a bit too much. Off topic is, if Kova wants to leave next season, should we look for players with similar profile of Kova like Onahi and Nunez? Yes, by similar profile, I think you mean like a box to box. But I need someone who can at least produce assists and goals at the same time. I don't want someone who's just very good press resistant player, good in tight places, good ball control, can drive, but then there's nothing in the final third. I need someone who can do all of that, but at the same time there is an end product as well. So Onahi. Who else did you say? Onahi and Nunez. Yeah, Nunez is looking very good for Wolves, but I do want to see him start contributing towards goals and assists. Onahi as well. I think some of these players are very good. Obviously, Onahi had a very good World Cup, but I do want to see them produce goals and assists. Royston, I'm told that Chelsea have been discussing a potential contract extension with Levi Colwill, and that was part of the reason he was in the game yesterday. Fantastic. Let's give him a contract extension. Let's do it. I'm all down for it. J5 and Rubeloff-Cheek, I think Potter has a soft spot for Connor as a squad player like TT. Yeah, maybe he does have a soft spot, but I just don't think Conor Gallagher is Chelsea level, man. He really isn't. I need more. I don't want someone that just knows how to run around. Like, I need more. I need more quality, more technical ability. Owners are going for old players, so Hala is out of the question. I don't even know why Hala's name was brought up. I would love Mitrovic too. I wouldn't mind him. Yeah, but I'm happy with Thuram if we can get him. I think Thuram would be pretty good. Simon Phillips reporting Colwill and Chelsea only go sheeting and new contract. Simon Phillips reporting Colwill and Chelsea only. I think you're trying to say that they're looking to get a contract extension. Okay. I feel Vlahovic is more traditional striker. We don't have those apart from Oba, who looks like leaving, and an injured Broja, so would like him. Look, I hear you, but I think we can use Marcus Thuram up front. Simon Phillips is reporting that Colwill and Chelsea are negotiating a new contract. Okay, fair enough. That's good to hear. I would like to see Colwill pen a new contract. We're going to wrap things up very, very soon. Just going to take a couple of more comments before we do that. So, Miz, you want a player like Yaya Toure? 100%. Yaya Toure was devastating for City. Defensively strong, attacking the vision, the passing, the assists, the goals. If we get a Yaya Toure level of a player, I think it's game over. It really is game over. Because did you see the swagger? Levi came in at the bridge yesterday. I'm sorry, but he is him. He's absolutely him. All right, last few comments before we go. Ben Stokes means I actually like the project we're building. Direct wingers, midfielders, comfortable in possession, and defenders composed. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Build on the momentum. Work hard. Hopefully get the victory against Liverpool. At worst, a draw. Love to see Mudryk hopefully start. And the future is looking bright with Levi Colwill and so on and so forth. So it's great. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. Smash the like button before you go. 450 people live right now. Let's get it up to 200 likes. 144 likes at the moment. Only another 54 likes to get to 200. Easy. If you guys have enjoyed this live stream, if you've enjoyed this conversation, enjoyed the interaction, enjoyed the discussion, and you got something out of it, you've been informed about a few things, then smash the like button. Likes are the key components of the growth of this channel. Thank you to 19,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Really appreciate that. Let's now run towards 20,000 and slowly build this up. And help the channel out, ladies and gentlemen. I shall see you guys with another video later on in UK time, approximately, 7:30-ish time. 7:30-ish, 8 o'clock p.m. in UK time, wrapping up the day's Chelsea news and Chelsea transfer news. So do look out for that. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya.